I love Dante. Hello, my name is Joe Carlson. I am a student at University of Dallas, where I am currently finishing up my PhD, and I am teaching a class on Dante's Commedia, La Commedia, or the Divine Comedy, as it's commonly known. We will be reading a fresh, brand new translation together, my own translation that's currently in process of coming out. We have reader's guides that I'm also producing that we'll be going through together. And we'll be studying the comedy. We'll be reading through Dante. We'll be reading through Inferno, Purgatorio, Paradiso. We'll be touching on a few of his other works like De Monarchia and La Convivio, or Il Convivio. And we'll be looking at his thought. We'll be looking at his poetry. We'll be looking at what he's doing theologically throughout the poem, and how the whole poem is really one long journey to Christ. I really want to take a Christocentric approach to this poem, because that's how he wrote it. And that is one of the main things that he wants to get across to his readers, is that everything, not just his poem, but everything in this world is a big neon sign pointing back to Jesus, to his beauty, to his power, to his majesty, and to our need to fall down and worship him and give him our allegiance. I love Dante. I read Dante as an undergrad 20 years ago. But if you're reading it at a high altitude, the whole Commedia in 2-3 weeks, you're not really reading the Commedia. You're getting an understanding that there are 3 parts, that there's a hell, that there's a purgatory, that there's a paradise. But the opportunity to read this work, this magnificent poem, over the course of a semester, 16 weeks, really gives us the opportunity to dive down deep into it a little bit. And I'm excited to do that with you. I'm excited to look at all of the ways in which the parts interrelate, how he creates these moments that resonate throughout the poem, things that happen in the beginning that are fulfilled at the end, and in the middle, how they all tie together. It's a beautiful poem. It's like walking into a cathedral. And so I'm excited to point out all the naves and the transepts to you, and to stare up at the ceiling and just wonder at this magnificent poem. And then again, using this poem as a means to draw us closer to Christ. That's why I'm excited to dive into this with you. What does a week look like? Well, week to week, it's going to be a little bit different in terms of the load that you as a student will have, but some of the baseline recurring things that will be, there will be a lecture that you'll watch. There will be a recitation that we'll join together live for. You'll be reading through several cantos a week. And then over the course of the entire semester, you'll be writing a poem in terza rima. That's the rhyming tercets that Dante himself developed and used in the Italian. And so we'll be looking at the Italian a little bit, as well as reading it in translation. You'll be getting you'll be given a familiarity with that meter and that rhyming scheme. And then you'll be able to replicate that a little bit in English, and that'll be fun. There'll also be short papers on each of the canticles, and then a longer paper on the whole. And the themes of those papers is something that we can decide together in person. So that's the class. I hope you enjoy it.